And now we finally get the opportunity to interview our special guest on episode 5, jguidd. OG. Founding father of BBSB.
Yes, sir. Shout out BBSB again.
Been here since day one, man. One of our close friends. It's good that, you got the opportunity, have some time in your day to come hang out with us and just chat like old times, bro.
Yep.
Especially now that we're all older, get a little
bit older, a
little bit different perspectives on life, and you look back and it's a little different than it was before. So, first question we got, man. We just want you to speak about yourself. Where have you been? What you been up to? What's life looking like for you?
Where have I been? I just like to disappear sometimes.
Mr. Mysterious over here.
Yeah, I was in hibernation for a little while, man. But no, I've been doing school. School's been like the main priority. I'm trying to get this degree, bro. So I've been working on getting my anthropology degree. Yeah, it's a little sciencey, But school, work, just trying to set the foundation for being an adult. Yeah, it's like a weird time because we're 2021. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to know what you're gonna do next. So just trying to figure that out. Try to live. Try not to get too stressed out about it. But
but in a good place for sure, you'd say.
Overall. Yeah, good place, bro. Good place. Definitely.
That's awesome. That's good. That's all that matters. Happy with it and doing the right things, setting yourself up, like you said. Appreciate that. Well, Dino, I think the second question is also suited for you.
Always suited. But we're going to find out jguidd. jguidd, your fashion inspiration.
Dang.
Like, where do you get your style from, man? Like, who inspires you for your style? We know you're a fashion icon in Fresno, California.
This dude.
Hey, check out the Instagram.
We'll
plug it for sure.
Down below, of course.
I don't know. I would say when I was younger, like high school, when I was first figuring out style, probably A$AP Rocky.
Okay.
Of course. I used to really love Cardi. I used to try to dress like him for sure in high school.
Okay.
So I would say those two are the biggest, and then as I got older, I just kind of found stuff that I like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what everybody does. You have inspiration. You probably copy them for a little bit, and then you build off of that. Yeah. I would say those two, but just fashion icons in general, like Jimi Hendrix. People love his music. They don't talk about his fashion. Lenny Kravitz too. Lenny Kravitz has some crazy fits. Yeah. So I would say they're inspirations for the vibe, but a lot of stuff they wear I probably couldn't pull off. Yeah. But I would say probably those people.
Yeah.
Okay, to tie it in with basketball, who do you think is the best dressed in the league?
Oh, Shea, no doubt.
Shea,
no doubt.
That whole Thunder team
literally
the whole Thunder team. But Shea for sure.
Shea really be popping out at the events too. Like one of the best dressed at the.
Really?
I don't even know what those events are called.
Oh, like the
Met
Gala.
Yeah,
It's
because a lot of players have money and just buy dumb stuff.
And they just know how to style it. Like their stylists are crazy too.
Yeah, I would say him. Another one. I low-key like Tyrese Halliburton's fits. They're I wouldn't wear them, but they're for him.
Someone was hating on his fits. Someone from the Celtics was hating on his fits and said, "Oh, you just show up in these bum fits and stuff like that because he was hurt and stuff like that."
Was that Josh Hart?
Oh yeah,
Josh Hart said that, and I'm like, dang, bro, it's a fire though. Because I'm scrolling through, I'm like, I actually kind of like those. It's actually smooth.
He has personal style, so I gotta appreciate that. Whenever I see personal style, you appreciate it because everybody dresses the same. It's kind of hard not to you go.
We're gonna talk about something different. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook and his dresses. If we're gonna really be talking about different,
that's wild.
Would you get in a dress, bro?
I'm not.
Sal, would you get in a dress?
Nah, I can't.
I'm not getting in a dress.
No one's getting in a dress. Dang.
I'm not.
Are you? Did you want to?
Do I?
You sounded disappointed.
No comment. No comment. Anyways.
Whoa.
Oh, we're gonna keep talking about this.
So you mentioned
Young Thug?
So you mentioned finding that inspiration, but a lot of the people we mentioned are like we talked about, higher, I guess, wealth. They have the money to kind of pick and choose. Mm-hmm. Where do you think you can find your own style while also keeping a budget at our in our current lives? You know what I mean?
Honestly, you can buy clothes from anywhere. I think people get too stuck to trying to buy certain brands or you're looking for logos and stuff. Just buy clothes. Bro, I got these from Walmart. They were $15. You know, little stuff like that. You can find clothes anywhere. Facts. I know thrifting is overpopulated now.
Yeah.
It's not even cheap anymore.
It's a trend now. Huh? Yeah.
It's not even cheap anymore. But just look around you. Like, I dress how I feel that day.
Yeah.
It doesn't like. I don't really have like a set style. It's just whatever's around you. If it's sunny and the sky is purple, it's like, hey, throw in some purple. Like,
yeah.
You gotta look around you for inspiration for sure. Like,
I like
everywhere.
that. I like that. I want to add, like, low key, supporting small businesses, and like they low key be dropping heat sometimes.
They do.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Small
say
businesses.
like TikTok, you can low key find.
Low key, yeah.
It'll be like a video like, oh, support my brand. And it's
Yeah.
like 3 followers, and I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I should.
No, facts.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta look, and if you look hard enough, you'll find something that suits you.
Even making clothes, like sometimes it's like you can dye clothes. You can alter them so many different ways. You can dye clothes, like
That's
add
fire.
patches, cut them up. Like,
That's fire.
you can do so much different stuff.
Yeah. Do you think it's important of like your actual physical appearance, like, you know, how your body's structured, or you think people can kind of just rock whatever, depending on like your own self-expression? It depends though, right? Like,
I mean, it's like, obviously wear whatever you want to wear.
Yeah,
like,
it depends,
if you feel like you look good in it, wear it.
Yeah.
But I try to dress to my body type. I feel like that's when you look the best. You gotta dress to your body type. So
Yeah.
like, if baggier clothes look better on yours, more fitted clothes look better.
yeah.
I would say for me, sometimes I just wear whatever. I'm like, this probably doesn't look good with my body type or proportions, but I like it, so
Yeah.
just wear it.
Yeah. No, proportions, bro. Proportions.
Proportions are key.
Yeah.
Proportions are key.
Drewski low key, like when he wears tight clothes,
Uh-huh.
it low key fits him. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
it's kind of awkward because it's like really tight and you can see it, but it's like, bro, he's kind of got that. He kind of
You got that shit on?
You're also confident, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. So let's talk about that. The importance of, you know, I feel like anyone could throw on an outfit, but the importance of having that swagger too. Like, where does that come from? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, shit,
How do
I
you
didn't have it. I didn't have it. But I started getting it, I'll say, when I went to San Jose. Because I was able to, like in high school, bro, oh my God. I used to, like, walk around in my PE clothes. But it was, like, when I started to actually, like, go out and actually go to parties, and I actually started going to events, and I can actually wear, like, a suit or a vest.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit, I like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool. I can kind of express myself in different ways. So, you just start as you get it from like compliments. The more compliments you get, like, oh shit, I like those shoes. Or,
okay.
that shirt is hard. Like, oh, I like that hat.
Yeah.
Like, you just start just trying different stuff.
Okay.
So it's cool.
What about you? Do you know? Where do you like find that like swagger from? You know?
I probably just piggyback off of what like jguidd said. Like, whatever you think looks good. If you think it's fire, then just go with it. Like, that's not like. Don't feel discouraged if someone says, "Oh, like your fit's trash" or something like that, or some.
Yeah.
I don't feel discouraged about that. Just say, "Hey, I'm the one who's rocking it, not you." So it's like, don't even gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like that. I like that
Yeah.
for sure. What about like the too far fashion people? You know what I mean? Like, oh, like,
Yeah, sometimes
you know what I
people do
mean?
too
Some
much.
people be like thinking too much on their stuff. Where do you draw the line at on that?
I hate when people try to be different just for like the sake of being different.
Yeah,
Like, they're trying
okay.
way too hard.
Yeah.
And like, I see a lot of people now, they mismatch stuff a lot.
They
So
do.
they'll be wearing
Yeah.
like Adidas shorts with like ballet flats,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
like,
It's a bunch of mismatches.
oversized hoodie or something. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, I guess so, but
Yeah.
I feel like the overly big clothes, that's kind of where I draw the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, baggy clothes are cool, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
you're wearing a quadruple XL, bro. You're doing too much. That or overly skinny clothes. The Atlanta jeans,
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
the spray-on jeans. No, no spray-on jeans. Bro. Too
Yo,
tight or too big is not.
Nah, I'd have to agree with that. Yeah. Like, just trying to do too much just to be different. Like, bro, just wear what you want, low key. Like, just, you know, like you are, but in sense of like, you're just trying to be a little, you know, a little out there, a little
Yeah.
outlandish. Like,
Yeah.
you don't got to do all that. Well, hey, let's ask the next question we got for you. So, we haven't, you know, caught up, all of us, in a little while with you, jguidd, but so you're in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
You know? At least from surface level.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah,
very healthy,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, we haven't talked to
Surface
you in a
level,
while.
under the surface.
Yeah.
everywhere.
So we just want to ask, man, like, what kind of sets you up for that? You know, we're all young men, and I feel like sometimes a lot of dudes have like issues in terms of like even how they perceive women. You know what I mean?
That's
or
very
perceive
true.
women, or just having the courage to talk to a woman. But we want to hear from you. You know, in a successful relationship, what kind of helped you with that?
I mean, 'cause we were 18 when we first started dating.
Okay.
It kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I never was a boyfriend before. But honestly, like if you like the person and they like you, and you guys try, it should not be that difficult. Like
Yeah.
if you have two people who give effort, like it's gonna work. Obviously, it's gonna get challenging at times. Like life happens regardless.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, like this is another human being in front of me. They're gonna have off days. Like they're gonna have good days. Sometimes I'm gonna have an off day. Like you have to just learn a person and be committed to that. I think a lot of people, like you said, have a really like weird perception of women, especially men our age, because it's like, I don't know why, but
yeah.
it's like a messed up perception of women.
For sure.
So I think you have to realize this is a human. Like this isn't just some girl. Like this is a human, flesh and blood, just like me. That, and then just being able to understand that like you're not perfect, you're gonna be wrong.
Facts.
Don't be too egotistical about it. Like
Facts. Ego gets in
that
the
just
way.
causes so many unnecessary arguments.
Yeah,
Just
it
don't let
does.
your ego get in the way. And then we're still 21. Like we gotta understand that too. It's like we're still young. We're still trying to figure things out. So you gotta be patient. Like give each other grace, bro.
Yeah. Bro, I agree 100%. Like, if you like the person, it's really easy path in terms of like. I feel like, you know, there's just never a dull moment if you're really like in love with somebody or you really liking that person. There's just an energy that you guys have with each other, and I think that for sure, like, you know, love. I feel like the concept of love is like, if I love somebody, people like make it really conditional, but I feel like people don't understand like love is a choice because you have to choose to make it unconditional. Like you say, like you're not gonna show up and be the same person every day. You wake up and you're like a new person every day you wake up. So I mean, like it's really, you have to choose every day. Like I love this person, so I have to understand that it's unconditional every single day. Like,
that's true. It's a choice. I think people think, oh, you fall in love and like this feeling just never goes away.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's times where you're frustrated or like whatever. But you have to remember, like, okay, I love this person. You do have to choose to love that person every day.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
That's one thing I saw. It was something about, I think it was like a pastor preacher or something like that. And he goes like, culture says fall in love, but how many of y'all know that whatever falls breaks? So, and then he says, and then he goes and says, love is not a feeling, love is a choice. But I feel like a lot of people now, and especially in our culture and society, they all think love is a feeling, like, oh, I feel this, I feel that. And it's like, no, not really. No.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't just move off emotions.
Yeah. Facts.
Can't let your emotions control you.
Yeah. Sel?
I mean, I think jguidd talked about it a little bit when he was talking about the way dudes perceive women, especially our age. And I think a lot of that is just like social media.
That's true.
Music and the gat and all that.
Yeah.
Like you just, it's kind of, it gives you an adult videos and stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah.
But it gives you a different look. Right, and like I kind of changed my mindset going into college. I'm like, because you actually around them a lot more, so you're like, oh shit, like I didn't know like girls can be this cool, like you can be this chill with them. You know what I'm saying? They can you can talk to them on a different level and shit like that. So you kind of see that, like when you get out of, you know, she's just using girls. Like people really, and like it's a real thing. People really just think girls are for one thing. That's not. You know, that's just not real. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're
100%.
right though. Social media definitely bends the perception, because a lot of these people, they probably never even really talked to a girl.
Yeah,
you never sat down and had a conversation with a girl.
Facts,
you just see like pictures or whatever through your phone, and you build this perception of how they are without even really knowing one. So,
bro, 100%.
Go out, touch grass, bro.
Rate me 1 through 10.
Bro. It's like just chill.
Oh my gosh, touch grass. Well, hey, tangent question. I feel like in a relationship, you know, there's that. I guess all of us can speak on it. The concept of boundaries and what that means to you. Like, you know, I feel like there's a such thing as having boundaries, but also like another thing is to be controlling. So
Definitely.
like, how do you kind of manage that concept in your own relationship, bro?
I think like at first when it came to like boundaries, I wasn't good at them. Like I
Mhm.
wasn't good at setting my own boundaries.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I like her. I don't want her to leave me.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And so I think as you get to know a person more and like you understand their likes and their dislikes,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just base it off that. Like
Yeah.
there are certain things that my girlfriend knows I just don't like, so she doesn't do them, right?
Mhm.
And it may not be a big deal to a different person,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's like you have to understand, okay, this is what this person likes, this is what they don't like. They don't like when I say this or when I act this way. Don't try to justify it in your own head because you're not that person. You don't know how they feel.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good part. But without being controlling, I think sometimes it's hard because people do confuse boundaries with being controlling. Like,
Yeah, bro.
and some
Hella.
people abuse that too. And they're
Hella,
like,
yeah.
oh, I don't want you to do this. It's
That's
a
my
boundary.
boundary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
go out tonight. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a boundary. That's just being controlling.
Mhm.
So you gotta have enough self-respect to still like push back when you need to push back. Like,
Facts, bro.
don't just roll over and let anybody say or do anything to you.
Mm-hmm. Facts, bro. I agree 100%. Like, it's one thing to, stick out for yourself. Like, a boundary that you may have is like, when you guys are arguing or something or conflict comes, like, a boundary may be like, that I think is like, okay, like, I don't like it when you cuss at me. Like, it's never happened, but I'm just saying, like, that's something that sometimes people have to talk about. Like, don't raise your voice at me.
Yeah.
That, like,
Yeah.
that like reminds me of like whatever, some past trauma or even maybe even like I just don't respond well to it.
Yeah,
Like that's something
definitely.
you have to work through because your partner is asking you. But if it's like you said, like you're changing your actions, like I don't like it when you hang out with this friend or you know what I mean. Like that's just like a common one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
stuff like that.
Well, explain to me why. Like don't just be like, oh, I'm not hanging out with this person. Just like
Yeah, hearing them out too. Like,
Yeah.
because I think sometimes, like, you have a girlfriend, so if she were to be like, hey, I don't want you hanging out with this certain friend, you might
Yeah.
be like, why?
yeah,
But if she can explain, okay, this is why,
Yep.
and like, they don't treat you right, they haven't been a good friend, I don't think you should keep giving your time to them.
yeah,
Like, you have to be able to hear them out too.
Yeah.
Don't just be like a wall.
Yeah.
You got to be able to receive information.
yeah. One of the biggest things that stuck with me is through a fucking song, which is like funny, corny kind of, but it's like, it's a Saba lyric, and he's like, it's like a song about his girlfriend or something like that, or they're talking and they're having a conversation. He's like, well, you're not listening, you're just waiting to talk. And that's, I feel like that's something that's like really stuck in my mind. Like, you have to listen. You can't just like wait for your turn. Like, no, I'm gonna get it off my chest. You have to, like you said, listen to what your partner's saying
Definitely.
and reciprocate that, base it off that.
So you guys both kind of talked about boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
right, with your girls. What do you like? How do you handle it when she challenges you guys? Right. So like, if you set a boundary,
Yeah.
right, I don't want you wearing this and this, whatever, right, and then she does it.
Yeah.
And she repeatedly starts to do it.
Like,
how
in
do you?
spite of what you just said?
Yeah. How do you handle that?
Dang. I haven't really been in that situation. Like, I would say like my girlfriend's pretty receptive to every, like, we communicate good. I feel like we're both the same, like both pretty chill. And so that's never really happened, but
Yeah.
that's where self-respect comes in. Like,
Yeah.
if you tell her, I don't like when you do this, and you make it explicit and there's a valid reason behind it, and she
Yeah.
just continues to roll over that, she's gonna keep doing that the
Yeah.
remainder of the relationship. So
Facts,
it's
bro.
like, sometimes you got to remove yourself,
Mm-hmm.
do whatever you have to do, but just make sure you
Yeah.
have self-respect.
100%, bro. So to talk about that, like, that low key was one of the like hardest things to overcome, because like me and my girl are like complete opposites in like a lot of our perspectives, and we would butt heads because like it would be like, well, we're both justified, but I guess what you kind of have to realize, like we are way better now, but what we both realize is that like, shit, like we're in a relationship together, we're on the same damn team, so why are we like trying to conserve so much energy to conserve our own, because we're both kind of like independent, you know what I mean? So like we're both trying to maintain that like independency, but we failed to realize is like, well, we can like work together to like meet in the middle instead of trying to like conserve our own peace per se, when it's not really peace. It's just like, well, I think it's this way, so like it should stick with that the whole time, you know what I mean? It's like, no, like listen, and then you can find a way to meet in the middle. I always think you can find a way to meet in the middle.
There's always a way, but some people just want to like win.
Yeah, exactly.
Their perspective to be the only perspective.
Exactly, yeah.
And like you said, there can be situations where nobody's really wrong.
Yeah.
It's just, this is how I feel, this is how you feel.
Yeah.
You have to listen to each other.
Yeah.
Like, there's been plenty of times to where maybe like I've disagreed with her, and at first I'm like frustrated or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, okay, I go back home, I sit down, I think about it, and it's like, okay, I can see how she would feel that way. Like, I can see where that perspective comes from.
Yeah.
She's just different from me. I just don't think like that.
Exactly.
So you have to understand, like you said, independence. You guys are two individual people. Mm-hmm. You're together, but like you still have to keep that individuality.
Yeah, bro. It is like it's a lot of nuance, bro. But at the end of the day, like what we try to always remember in our relationship, the biggest thing is like we have the same goal. It's to be happy together, and that's like the end goal. So our actions should represent that, like every single time. That's like through conversation and just work, like that's like what something that's helped propel us in the right direction.
I like that. You know, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I honestly don't really know because I've never been in like a relationship like that.
Mm-hmm. But what would you like what would your boundaries be if you had a girl?
If I had a girl?
Like, I've never been in like a real relationship, like a real one, like where we're going house to house. Like I've been in a college one. I don't consider that real.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Just in the dorm room.
Jesus. No.
I probably wouldn't have any boundaries until something happens. So until something comes up that, well, first off, you obviously you got to get to know them, and then that's kind of where, like, as soon as you get to know them, then I feel like boundaries will start taking place, especially after the fact, where if something does happen, like a certain situation, then you're gonna have to like lay down the law. So I don't know, like there's a lot of boundaries that there's a lot of like good boundaries to have, but there's also a lot of dumb boundaries to have that are just stupid. So at the same time, you just gotta, like, if there is one and you think it's like a good one, then okay, then maybe make it announced and then talk it over and see how there could be like a middle ground between it. Like, I wouldn't want my girl to like stop having fun or anything like that because of just one boundary. Like, because that means if she's not having fun with other people and expressing herself, she's not gonna do that with me. So that's how I would feel in that kind of sense. So maybe just wait until something happens.
So this is the legendary question, because everybody asks this question: would you let your girl have a man best friend or a boy best friend?
Okay, bro. Okay. No, because I was the boy best friend, bro. Okay. I was playing the long game. I was the boy best friend. Yeah. And now here we are 3 years later. So absolutely not. Yeah. Like, obviously you can have friends who are guys. I feel like that's not a problem. Yeah. But it's like, you're blowing me off to go hang out with this dude one-on-one? That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, I'm not going to be like, you can't follow this person, or like, oh, don't talk to this person, because that's just controlling. Like, there are men and women in the world. Like, that's just how it works. Yeah. But as far as like a male best friend, like a self-proclaimed, she's like, oh, this is my boy best friend? Yeah. Absolutely not. Yeah. Absolutely not. Because that's just so extra for no reason. Like, protect your peace at that point.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say before I answer that question. So I think my biggest advice for like people is that don't take all this advice like to heart, in my opinion. Because it's like, here's the thing. Here's what I think. It's like, you're actually like, if you're in love, it is so special because you are the only two people in the whole world who have that unique set of eyes, and you guys come together and are in a single relationship. Yeah. So like, what may work for you may not work for others, vice versa. So I'd say like, yes, there are things like, if you're getting cheated on, obviously, you know, like, leave. Yeah. Like, don't put up with that. Have some self-respect for yourself. But in terms of like testing the waters with things, it's like, you have to figure out what works for you guys. Yeah. And I'd say like no as well, because I don't want like that. Okay, one, it depends, but in the grand scheme of things,
it's like situational.
Yeah. I'd say like no, because like I feel like for me, the energy and attention it kind of takes, and like the intentionality it takes for a successful relationship, in my like eyes and perspective, like it takes a lot. And I feel like I wouldn't want any energy to be given to another like male figure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of, even if it's like, cause like as a college athlete, or like, you know, even like going to school, working and playing sports, like you have so many hours in your day that are dedicated to this person. And I wouldn't want like an obstacle to be, well, I'm hanging out with this one guy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, okay, well, I just wouldn't want that for my relationship.
Yeah.
So that's why, like I was saying, like people can do that, but for me,
Yeah, if it works for you.
Yeah,
Because some people, the guy will have a girl best friend, the girl will have a guy best friend. But you're right. There's only so many hours in the day, and like when you say best friend, it takes it like that's a relationship in itself. A friendship is a relationship.
Yeah.
People forget that.
I let her have a zesty.
Yeah.
Best friend. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie,
Like I don't know.
my girl has like guy friends that she's really close with, but it's like they grew up together and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
And it's
yeah,
like
that's
it's real different because it's like
Yeah.
that's hometown, you know.
You don't want to be
Exactly.
like, don't you can't talk to them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
this
I'm
is weird.
and, like I've never been like that, like with them. It's like, cause it's also like, that's like homeboys from back home, and it's like they've been growing up together, and it's like a guy and girls friend group. It's not just like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like you just really have to like know what you're comfortable with and not. That's what I think. But in terms of like if she was like at school hanging out with just one dude one on one, you know what I mean? I'd be like, nah, you can't be doing all that. You know what I mean?
Definitely situational.
Yeah. But yeah, it really just depends. End of the day.
So we can kind of get in. We're talking about girls. Rias and jguidd can sit this one out. Top 5 baddest girls in the world. You know, you had your list ready. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Did you want me to go
girl
first?
for girl? Girl for girl.
Girl for girl. Okay, come on.
Do we have some? Wait, let me see
I
your
have
list real
mine
quick.
ready.
Do we? I want to see if we have anybody like on the same list, because then we can just, you know,
pull that
like,
up
so then we can just.
I'm not
So
ready. Let's
quick.
get it.
Okay, we got like, I'm gonna give it a buck. We got like 3.
Dino's
Actually-
Dino's a man of culture.
Yeah, 3. I would say about
You
3.
got 3?
Don't do that. I'll say about like 3.
I'm complimenting you.
Okay, so number 1. All right, we're not gonna put this in any order. We're not gonna rank
I
this
got
or
I'm
mine.
anything.
actually really curious.
Oh, you're gonna do yours in
I
order?
got mine in order.
I'm not gonna do mine in order, but Sel, name off your number 1, because that's.
Ooh, number 1. We're gonna start number 1 or number 5.
Wait. So mine's are 1, 4, and 5.
Don't matter. Just say it. Just say you're 5.
Say you're
Say
fine.
you're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't think about ranking them. I didn't think of that, but like, if I just had to do just 5, I'll first say the two that aren't on that list, and that is Jenna Ortega. I think she's up there.
Oh.
That's just my opinion, and Zendaya. But I feel like Zendaya is like a typical for a lot of people.
Hot take.
So I
I
feel
think
like
she's overrated to me.
exactly that's what I'm saying. So I think Zendaya is like very like
Hot take.
I feel like every dude has like her in the top 5 and stuff like that. So now the next 3, which I did see was on your list. One of them was Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical.
You don't have one of them on here. Oh wait, no, keep going.
Yeah. I think Vanessa Hudgens is like, I think she was like cute on High School Musical. Now she's like a different breed. But that's just how I see it.
Okay.
Number 4, Rihanna.
Okay.
But I also do think that Rihanna is another one that's very stereotypical, to where like I feel like everybody has her in a top 5. But I mean, in my opinion, I'm like, how can you not have her in a top 5? In my opinion.
Okay.
And then number 5 is Megan Fox. Megan Fox, before, and I didn't see her for dating who's that one dude?
Singer Kelly?
GK.
I saw on Transformers. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Transformers.
Transformers, boy.
That was
Dirt on
wild.
her face. Oh my god.
I'm
Keep
keep it
going.
a
All right.
So Sel,
I'm ready. Let's go. This is easy. Hold on.
Did you say 5?
I said.
Oh, you did.
So number 5, we got Megan Fox. She's bad, but not bad enough to be top 4. Number 4 is Vanessa Hudgens. So okay, those 2 of Dino's girls right there. Then we get into my black queens. Number 3, we got Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna. She's so bad. Number 2, this is a sleeper, and people don't really know about her because she's like as young as us. Tyler. She made the water song.
Oh yeah.
Amy's way.
Yeah, she made that song. She's South African, so she's bad. And number 1, well, obviously we got SZA. I said it a little bit in the last episode. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I peeped that.
SZA,
Peeped
man.
that.
Yeah.
You got too excited.
That's my top 5. Easy.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, if you were to take one of them on a date, though, like just one, you can't pick them all. Which one would it be and why? And I feel like sometimes the answer isn't the most attractive one, right? Mm-hmm. Like sometimes you have to look past.
Are we saying that one that we just like take on a date, or one that we would consecutively date? So like,
how about this?
Like one that you could be in a relationship with. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't sexualize women, so mine would be Tyler because we can dance and have fun.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And she has good vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good
She's
accent,
the only person
nice
that's like your age too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all be old, but
Yeah.
I'm young, but I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait.
Sweat? Little Keith Sweat?
Wait. So wait, what is the question? So wait, what's the question we're doing? So like one that we date?
Which one would you take on
Basically,
a date?
like, just based on the characteristics. What characteristics are you looking for in a woman to take on a date,
I'd probably go with Vanessa Hudgens just because I also like Latinas. So
I'm so sorry to break it to you, but she's not Latina. She's not.
It's okay.
She's not?
She's
Why is she so wait, what is she? Cuz she's like
his whole life just changed, right?
I always thought she was Latina.
I did too, because her name in High School Musical was Gabriela Montez.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's not, bro.
Damn.
So what is she?
Look it up. I think she's white. She's a European.
Damn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She's
not
European.
on Instagram. Look it up on Google.
I mean,
No,
that's
in her bio.
See, I knew the facts. Tyler's South African.
Yeah.
I think she has a little Indian in hers.
Okay.
Nice.
well, that's exactly what I thought when you said when she was.
Look up her like
ethnicity? Oh, I think it should say right
She's
here.
not Latina, bro.
Oh, no, it's an American accent.
An accent?
Ethnicity. I don't even know how to spell.
Damn.
Philippines and Spanish and Filipino.
Do you know how many of us have Spanish DNA, bro?
Damn.
I don't.
Yeah, you probably do.
I probably do, but like, so wait, so you're saying she's European then? I'm
Yeah,
Italian, so
Spain is
that
also in Europe.
I'm Italian, so that works out. So either way, it's gonna work out. But yeah,
The big Sandino.
the big Big Dean. Anyways, yeah, that's someone I would like. Yeah, take on a date. Yeah.
Where you going on your first date?
Ooh, damn.
It's an overrated first date.
Yeah.
What's an overrated first
What's
date?
an overrated first
Yeah,
date?
what's an overrated first date, bro?
Probably the movies.
Movies
Yeah.
is
You
L,
can't even
bro.
talk. Like,
Movies is so L.
It's
Yeah.
kind of awkward, low key. Like, especially if that's your first date, you
Bro,
don't really
yeah.
know them. You
Never
just
do
sit
that.
there like next to each other in the dark for like 2 hours.
The awkward, you lift the little cup thing in the middle, and you're like, can I like put my arm over you?
I think I like activities, but bowling is overrated.
You think so?
Because if you're not good at bowling,
Bro, I'm ass.
it's just
yeah.
not even fun.
I'm so ass.
I get too competitive though. That's the only.
But see, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
it gets competitive.
It's like I'm like somewhat decent at bowling to the point where I would want to win
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
same time. So then it's like,
It's kind of cooking me right now.
Bro, my girl cooked the fuck out of me in bowling. I was so mad after. Like, you don't even understand. I let her cook me, bro. Bro, she scored like hundreds, though. And I'm like, what the
Well,
fuck?
she's
Like,
yeah,
she was
then,
good,
huh?
yeah. And I was like, I was getting hella mad and shit. Like, I was like, bro, fuck this shit. Like,
No. I feel like whenever I go with my girl, it's kind of even, low key.
yeah,
I feel like I've probably won more, but not by a lot.
yeah.
I make fun of her though. Like,
Yeah.
I try to make it seem like I'm the best, but nah, she be getting me sometimes. I can't.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
What's another overrated? Dinner dates? Overrated?
I
Properly
love
rated?
dinner dates.
I feel like dinner dates are the
I
ones
love
where you
dinner
get to
dates.
know them.
Mm.
Because you eat food and you just talk, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just chill. I love
Yeah.
dinner dates. They're my
I
favorite.
like dinner dates too. But some people be hating on them, like, oh, that's
I don't see
bland,
why.
boring, you know. I
But
love
you're
them.
getting
I
to
could-
know the person.
yeah.
Like, if it's a first date, you
Mhm.
go on like more activities than like bowling, stuff like that when you already know them. Like, you just want to
Yeah.
go have fun. But if
Yeah.
you're trying to get to know them, anything where you can talk to them like face to face is
Yeah.
good.
I agree.
Yeah.
As long as you don't take them to Arby's or something.
Nah.
Yeah. What restaurant you take?
Boston Market.
Are y'all taking it to
forgot
like
about
a?
Boston Market.
Are y'all taking like to like
Drive-thru
a high
rotisserie chicken.
chicken? are we doing like a high end restaurant for like a first date, or are you going somewhere like very mid?
Mid?
Well, I mean,
like mid, like mid, like
or not?
Like mid price
Mid
point.
chain?
I'm not saying like high expensive.
It's like
if I'm saying
price point, IHOP?
Denny's is like
For breakfast?
or is that low?
I would say, what's
I
the
don't
mid
know.
price point?
mid price point would be like
Damn.
I don't know if people out on the I'll have to say this, a lot of our audience is like Fresno, but maybe like
What's the place right by Chipotle?
Westwoods
Westwoods. What is that?
barbecue.
That's
Yeah.
probably
Is
like...
it- would you think
That's probably mid.
That's not like fancy, but it's like...
It's not like
I'm
Saison.
about to go there tonight, bro.
For oh
After
shit,
this,
yeah, that's
I
lit.
like that shit.
That's
I
just
haven't
fire,
been there that
bro.
long, but I feel like that's like, I don't know, bro.
It's not high end
Cause
dining,
I'm not,
but it's
cause,
pricey.
cause I'm not taking someone
something.
first date to like a Ruth Chris or like a Saison or something like that. Cause at the end of the day, like who knows if you're gonna be with
You don't
them
gotta do all that, bro.
at the end, exactly.
I remember
That's overrated. When you take
That's
it to
over
the
high end.
price,
That's overrated. Yeah.
I took my girl to Saison, like when it first opened, bro. It's so expensive for the tiniest amount of food.
Yeah, bro.
Like those days, I feel like are not worth it. Cause then
Yeah.
you're just trying to flex. Like,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah. Bro, me and my girl's first date was literally like art hop because I knew they'll have
That's a
vendors.
good first
Yeah,
date.
I knew they
that
have
is a good
food.
one,
That's
yeah.
a good first
You could
date.
get something like, you know, to remember if
Yeah.
it's long term, like buy a little like trinket or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they got like reasonable food that's still like not just fast food. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like something
different.
like that, you know.
Yeah,
Mid tier
that's, like,
price
cool.
and it's
Shout
like,
out Art Hop, Moss Fresno,
Moss
Anthony
Fresno,
Zuniga.
bro, Moss
Anthony
Fresno.
Zuniga, we will have you on the podcast sooner or later. Yeah.
But if you're doing Ruth Chris or like, you know, steakhouse or
That's yeah, I do
even
feel
like
that's
something,
overrated.
even something like high end dining where you gotta dress up kind of and make reservations, like celebrate something or do it for a purpose. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's fun, and it's even fun if you have the money to just
Yeah.
go do it like
Yeah.
from time to time. But yeah, that's expensive.
Like me and my girl went to Newport and we went to a nice restaurant, but it's because like it was our first trip together and it was like, why not? Like we're here at the beach, we traveled all this way, like might as well make it a good experience.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you just gotta know there's certain place and time to do things like that.
That's
Take it to
true.
my guy market. Shout out my guy.
Time out your market. Eddie, we're gonna have you on the podcast too.
Yeah.
That's
For
a good
sure.
question, though.
He said,
Yeah, that's
"My
a good
God,
question.
market."
Yeah.
This guy.
So where would you guys say the best place then?
Here?
No, like best date. So you said Art Hop. Where was your like where was yours or where would you?
My first date. Well, okay. So the first time. So when we first started dating, I hadn't talked to her in like a minute. I hadn't seen her because it was like COVID and all that stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So the first time I saw her, we went to the movies. We went to go see Insidious, which she hates scary movies. So the
Yeah.
fact that she came, I was like, oh, she wants me, bro. And so that was like our first date, but we didn't call it a date. And then our first actual date was bowling, which is crazy.
Bowling.
Damn,
We went bowling,
yeah.
and then we went to Chick-fil-A after. But that's because I just didn't know what to
But
do.
you're also 18. It's different.
Yeah, bro, I'm 18.
Yeah.
It's just fun. Like,
It's different when
cool
you're
little
younger. Yeah. That's
So
all.
where
bro,
would-
that's all you got to do when you're
for real,
18.
it's
Yeah.
like, it's chill.
Yeah.
But where would I go?
Where would you go for a first
What's
date?
your ideal date?
No
So
clue, bro.
a long
Because
walk
I
on the
went
beach?
because the reason I said bowling's overrated is because I went bowling.
on
That
the
shit
first
was-
date?
Yeah. It was like the university bowling place.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was weird.
yeah.
It was bad. But dang,
Fresno
I
State
really
bowling?
don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Probably like just like some cool place like a Westwoods or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nothing too expensive like
That's
nothing
good.
crazy.
Dinner date. Yeah.
Yeah, our first dinner date was Cheesecake Factory, though. That's like a good place.
Yeah, I was about to say that Cheesecake Factory is a good
Yeah.
That's fire.
That's
one.
fire.
Or what's the other one? What's the steakhouse place? Roadhouse or whatever.
Texas
Oh,
Roadhouse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Texas
I
Roadhouse.
still, yeah, I never
with
been
them,
there.
with them, you haven't been there?
Them rolls are.
I just
What
hear
is
about
it,
the
the
rolls,
rolls
but
or-
I never
Jay
been
Gidd,
there.
we are taking you this weekend or next weekend. I don't know when, but we're gonna take you there.
I'm down, but no, yeah, I've never been.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a
Dino?
podcast at Texas Roadhouse. Huh? Oh, my ideal first date. I'd probably say go get some food. We'll probably go to a restaurant again, not high end, but also not
Yeah.
like cheap at all. Something mid, and maybe like a. I like Lazy Dog, but that's just my personal opinion. I like Lazy Dog.
Some winter shit.
BJ's Brewhouse. Yeah.
Wiener Schnitz was fire. I don't care what anybody says. Bro, shout out Wiener Schnitz. Shout out the chili cheese fries.
Guys, yes.
Shout out to chili cheese fries.
And then I'd honestly, let me ask you how you guys feel about this. Mini golfing. Is that overrated or underrated?
Damn.
We went mini golfing too, like one of our first dates.
Because I feel like it's
Same,
something that you
bro.
could do
I
afterwards.
think it's all right.
I'm gonna be
And
real though. I don't think we've been since. Like,
Yeah.
we went once and.
Oh, okay. I feel like with mini golf, it's like not everybody's good unless you're actually like a golfer. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I
bowling.
mean-
If you don't bowl like that, then
You can take the fun out of it. I see what you're saying.
Like if you're with someone who's not like competitive, it's probably not gonna be that fun.
yeah.
I want
Mini
to try
golf.
the little go-karts.
I want to
That's
go to
fun, yeah.
like MB2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mini golf is like, I say it's like properly rated. Like, you can do it because you can talk to the person,
Yeah.
but it's all what you make of it. Like, if
Yeah.
you're like just, golfing and not speaking, if it's all, like, it's really like, you got to kind of set the scene too, in a
Yeah.
way. Depends on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's like, what is there like do really in Fresno? I
You
feel like
gotta
you'd
get
have to.
creative,
Bro,
bro.
you do.
Yeah, 'cause I
Hella
feel
have
like
to
I
get
feel like you
creative,
have to
bro.
go out to like have like a bomb for like go like to a different city to do it.
Some
Versus
stuff.
Fresno, there's not like it's bowling and mini golf
Yeah.
Laser
Like,
tag.
and laser
Laser
tag.
tag.
because when we
No
first started
surrender.
dating, that's all we really do. Because I'm like, I don't know where else to go. But you just
Yeah.
get creative. You find stuff to do. Like,
Yeah.
go fly kites in the park or something.
Yeah.
Some picnics. A lot of
Mhm.
picnics.
Some
stuff
romantic
like that.
stuff. Okay.
No, you do have to get creative, bro. I'd
Walks
say
are underrated, bro. Just
What's up?
Walks.
Taking
yeah,
walks,
bro.
yeah.
Walks are fire.
Underrated.
Bro, like, with knowing how to play like like a little piano guitar, like that's something too. Low key, that's
That is-
underrated,
that
bro.
is-
But you, but
Teaching them? Or
that
for
or
you,
just
you
like
can teach
playing,
Yeah,
you know,
can
just
either
playing for
teach or
them.
play it for him.
But
Sing the
I'd say
song.
do not pull that off like in the beginning when you're first talking to a girl. Do not do that shit.
That sounds like from experience.
No. I'm just saying because like, bro, even after I started talking to my girl, like, it's like embarrassing to do. So it's like, you gotta
Oh
just-
yeah.
you're not just gonna be like, it's our first date. Like, let me do this for you on my first date. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
you kind of have to know that you won't get your bridges burned by that. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like you wouldn't want to do that until you both get like very comfortable with each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
to
yeah.
where you could start like.
To where she doesn't
Singing
see you
something.
and like, she's like, what the hell are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shut up. Don't sing to me right now. You know what I mean?
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Some time where they're not getting that ick, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want to do.
Okay, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. Again, I want to appreciate jguidd. Let's clap it up for
Jay
him.
Gidd.
I appreciate him for coming on and joining us. This was a really fun episode, man.
Yep.
We had a blast, bro. This
We
was
did.
amazing. But again, follow us on Instagram. Go watch this episode when it releases. TikTok. And we started Twitter.
Are we starting to
No,
Twitter? No, we're not starting a Twitter.
But please, the links are in our bio. And again, appreciate you guys for watching.
Yep.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
BBSB.
BBSB.
BBSB.